Don't kill him, man, but soon you can't take his soul, yeah. Just remember me tell you, no batty boy, police. I stop with the man, I mean, I like you. You hate to do a gunshot in the head, out the chest. The face of the way. Stop with the man.
Now, people, I don't know if you've noticed, but over the last 24 hours or so, it seems as if CTOC, the JCF Special Operation Team, is in or on a wipeout campaign as it pertains to Klansman, as it pertains to Spanish Town. 3 notorious individuals in 24 hours. Most notable, Sheldon Walters, OC Termite, Top Banks, the man that take over for Blackman after he got his 39.5 years in prison. Our next individual, Charles McDonald, OC Chops, Jones Avenue, Shelter Rock, he was also taken out in those 3. What we've noticed based on the video that we just saw, and people, I am not saying that this man is balling over either of those 3, but me just say. What we've noticed is that these gangsters are their cumbolo whenever them lose them notorious gunman Don KILLER friends. They get all in their feelings. They become emotional as if they are Carl Thomas. So therefore, they are making it seem as if it is okay when their friends are out there robbing, SHOOTING, and taking away people, especially innocent people. So therefore, they have the rights or the copyrights to KILL. They feel as if they are entitled. So I am here to tell these individuals there are a couple of sayings that appropriately applies to them and life. To whom much is given, much is expected. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. Better yet, do me bad, I do you worse. So therefore, whenever you're out there, you and your friends, creating all sorts of chaos and catastrophe, the Popo wants to make sure that you go out in the same bang in which you were operating in. I say this to say that there will be no sorts of mercy for the merciless. If you're out there living your life mercilessly, just taking away people willy-nilly, pie up the place, rob up the place, how is it that you want people to throw any sorts of sympathy party? And I understand your friends and Kumbolo might look at things differently because they live in a very deluded world. However, the rest of us that believe in justice believes no mercy for the merciless. That means if you are KILLER, then you should get the same sorts of treatments. So this man that you see in the video, he is what we call DEAD man walking. Because the Popo, they are going to be very interesting in his whereabouts and why he has these threatening arguments for the Popo. So therefore, they are going to want to get to him before he tries to get to them. They are going to make sure that he cease and desist from living. That means formally living in the land of the DEAD. Point blank and period. So like I said, the cops, special ops, and CTOC, they're on a cease and desist mission, especially as it pertains to Spanish Town, Termite, Chops, and the other individual, the 3 persons that lost their life in 24 hours. But we see that even as notorious as these persons are, people in the community are still coming out in defense. The video evidence that I showed you at the start of this video. And this is what the people in the community had to say as it pertains to Termite losing his life. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
I drive out right at church. By the time I drive out, you see one plane car drive down, I see jump out jeep drive down. He turn and give them way and he jump out and car and surrender. And when we reach up towards him, he said, no turn back about the excitement. So we have turned back, the police say, who that run? And just start fire, be a shot, non-stop. Shot non-stop, non-stop. Say, look a girl, be a stone there, talking.
The man come out to them to go and get money and we stuff. Them kill a man, cold blooded, then do it. They're too wicked. Police must say, who that run? And just start fire, be a shot, non-stop.
Now, people, as it pertains to termites, here's the thing. The Popo Indicom specifically, they are investigating the way that he lost his life because residents have said it was controversial. People, truth be told, based on information that I am getting, yes, there was not any sorts of SHOOT out. He was not in a possession of any sorts of tool based on what I heard. Cannot validate or verify it. However, whenever your number is called, whenever you're out there creating mischief, even if you decide that you want to turn your life over to Christ, even if you decide that you want to get married and settle down and finish with the badness, it is already out, meaning the judgment is already out. You are supposed to go out. So therefore, when these people go for you, and truth be told, based on information from persons that were there, that were a part of the wedding and the whole shebang, they said that yes, the Popo pull up and yes, he thought that it was just a routine check. He thought that he was invincible. He thought that he was untouchable. He thought that these were the persons that he was paying to stay alive, paying to stay out of jail free. However, he was wrong. He made a fatal error and he was taken out. FATALLY, allegedly in a some sorts of pie out. So the moral of the story is this. It was DAMN if he did or DAMN if he didn't. It was written in stone like the 10 Commandments. DEATH certificate was issued. It was DEATH on spot. Point blank and period. Now, for those of you that did not know, was not aware, Mr. Termite lost his life about 5 days or so short or more of a couple of hours from the day that he actually got married. So call it that he got married on Sunday, he lost his life on Friday. I am going to tell you a very interesting story, exclusive story about the young lady that Mr. Termite married. Her name is Kim. Kim lives overseas. Kim is a very ambitious lady, hardworking lady, but Kim seems as if she like bad man, she like gunman, she like Don. Don't know if it is a thrill or the excitement or maybe the bad man them or GUN men are more interested. Them have more charisma, them have more charm, and them can put it down better upon her. Don't know the specific, only she would have to answer that. Based on information that I am getting, and I am going to put a couple of pictures that are exclusive, that I don't think that are on any sorts of social media sites, and the information that I am getting is of somebody that is privy to the family, privy to the situation, was actually there at the, call it say, the wedding before the funeral, 5 days before the final send-off. Well, not his final send-off, the day that he was taken out. So his wife, Kim, it is said that she had a boyfriend maybe about a year ago. However, that boyfriend lost his life in some unfortunate circumstance. He was KILLED. He was also a gangster. This was last year, within the last 12 months or so. It is said, confirmed, that at this man's 9 nights, the brother of Kim went there. It is said that somebody asked him or gave him some sorts of tool for keep. However, because he was a gun bag, him not really know or used to the badness. It is said that that tool fell from the waist of the brother because of the notorious character that the Nine-Night was for. You know, say the Popo them did it like Spotalion. The Popo, Wheel and Pop Off, and Kill, Kim's brother, while they were at the Nine-Night for her boyfriend, her ex, before Termite. Fast forward a year or so, this is exactly what took place as it pertains to Termite. Some people may have to ask the question, is this more than coincidence, or is this lady so salt? Now people, here's the thing about Kim. Kim operates a very successful business overseas. She's in the trucking and delivery business, making beaucoup cash. So I don't know what type of conversations was held with Mr. Termite. They decided that they were going to get married. We can only assume that she was going to file for him and bring him up. And then he would live happily ever after, like some other criminal elements presently living in the United States with the same sorts of character and characteristics as Mr. Termite. Based on information that I am getting verified and validated, it is said that Mr. Termite sent $15,000 overseas to buy the ring for his wedding. So people, if a man can stay at Jamaica and I get married and send 15 grand overseas to buy a ring, just imagine how deep that person's pocket is. And I say this to say that just imagine how much extortion or criminal money, proceeds of crime he was making if him can just put down 15 bonds or stocks upon a ring. Not to mention the suit that he was in, it never looked like any sorts of, what you call them, fake kind of stuff. Maybe it was the real deal. If him can spend 15 grand upon the ring, I am assuming that he had on some sorts of brands. It did not stop him from losing his life. Now people, sometimes you have to give these people credits, because the fully done saying it was in full effect as it pertains to Termite. Based on information that I got, is that if Termite see him name Panabola, he would probably name it and think it is the name of the bulla. That means that him couldn't read fully done Jamal. Now people, this is how foolish this youth is. And people, I am going to give you a couple of references that occurred at the actual wedding. Based on information that I am getting, when he got married and he kissed the bride and persons were saying congratulations, I guess he did not understand what it meant. So therefore, he said congratulations to the people too. So therefore, I guess he was being cordial. And next instance, based on the information of persons that were there, when the pastor or preacher, whomever was presiding over the wedding, said, I want you to repeat after me. He then said, I want you to repeat after me. He did not know that he was supposed to repeat of the lines or the words that came after repeat after me. Whenever you get married, I guess you sign some sorts of document, some sorts of book in front of the witness or the pastor or whomever. It is said that it was the wife that had to actually sign for him. So therefore, him couldn't write his name like me say. If him say the name, he would not know it. When I was asked, so let me ask you this. The pastor or preacher that was over the wedding, is he an actual pastor or preacher? The person told me, boy, it seems as if this was some sort of fully done wedding. Even the pastor was forgetting his name. As a matter of fact, it is said that the pastor or preacher was D-R-U-N-K, like a skunk. So people like me say, fully done, fully drunk wedding. Point blank and period. Continuing on the theme of these criminals are definitely fully done. I cannot make up this story. Now, a couple of days ago, an officer, Mr. Fairclough, lost his life in St. Anne Based on the information, there was some sorts of targeted hit for a lady. I think her name is Nadisha. She was a vendor across from the streets, across from the Popo station. The people came to hit her, take her out, a man known on the street as Siri. During that, the Popo intervened. However, he did not see that Siri had some Kumbolo with him, and those Kumbolo cornered up Mr. Fairclough, constable, and he was taken to the hospital, succumbed to his injuries. About that same day, the Popo went on an operation looking for the 3 individuals that were said to be there when Mr. Fairclough lost his life. There was a SHOOT out in a place called Edge Hill. However, they did not find anybody, any BODIES. However, the next day, they would go for Siri in a Steer town where he lived. Steer town were the intended targets that lost her life when Mr. Fairclough was trying to intervene to save her and take out the suspect. So them take out Siri. However, on or about that same day, an individual walked in the hospital in a St. Anne. He was suffering from GUNSHOT wounds, one in his stomach, one in his chest, in shoulder, When he goes into the hospital, of course, you know, it is protocol that the hospital, the nurse or doctor, have to call the Popo whenever anybody comes in with any sorts of wound, especially of the GUNSHOT type. So the people them call the Popo come. They knew that it was more than coincidental that this man got cornered up just within the time in which there was some sorts of SHOOT out in a Edge Hill as it pertains to St. Anne's Bay with Mr. Fairclough. So therefore, them know say more than likely he was one of the suspects in which Mr. Fairclough might have taken out or hit or during the incidents in a Edge Hill. So therefore, them ask him, so please tell us, sir, why are you at the hospital? What is the circumstances leading to you being pie up? He told them that some individuals tried to rob him for his phone, and when he resisted, them pie him up. All this time, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this man had his phone. This man was laying down on his phone. When the Popo them search, them find the phone. So them must say to themselves, then hold on a minute. Oh, them take your phone and you get back your phone. What them do? Bring it back, them FedEx it, them DHL it, them send it through some sorts of courier. People, they did not believe his story. Needless to say, he was officially charged for the takeaway of that officer, Mr. Fairclough, Constable Fairclough. Again, people like me say, this is fully done in full effect, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.